Let your imagination soar with Audible. With stories across every genre, from expert advice to fantasy, you'll be inspired to imagine new worlds, possibilities, and ways of thinking. Listening can even lead to a positive change in your mood, habits, and overall well-being. As an Audible member, you'll get to choose one title a month to keep from their entire catalog, including bestsellers and new releases. Allow yourself to delve into the spooky this season by listening to classics like Stephen King's The Shining and Pet Sematary. There's more to imagine when you listen. New members can try Audible free for 30 days. Visit audible.com/imagine or text imagine to 500-500. That's audible.com/imagine or text imagine to 500-500.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a Food Podcast, the place you can come to hear all about the great things happening on the local food scene, the wonderful restaurants we have, local companies making delicious food products, the fun community events that highlight local cuisine. Joining me now are Danny Biller and Adam Corpus from Daisy's Chicken and Ice Cream in Narragansett. Guys, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So first of all, just tell me how your business got started.
So we got started, really the idea came about a year ago. There was a beautiful, beautiful property on 106 Point Judith Road, and after my dog passed away, I wanted to dedicate it to her, and I called in Adam, childhood best friend, and we made it happen.
Oh, wow. So Daisy is named after your beloved pet?
Yeah, after my pet. She died about a year and a half ago. So on her year anniversary we had some setbacks, but it was the day of our launch. So it was a beautiful full circle moment.
Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, now her memory stays alive.
Forever, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. And what was it like when he contacted you and he said, come on, let's do this?
Yeah, so at the time I was actually just working for my dad, and what happened was he contacted my dad to come look at the property because he does construction and renovations and everything. And my dad comes home and says, hey, like, Danny's looking at this property trying to open up a restaurant. You should contact him, see if he needs any help. So then I contacted him like, hey, like, I love to cook. I've always loved cooking. I've always thought of doing something like this. And I was like, I'll help you out, whatever you need. Like, I can help out with recipes. And then Danny immediately sends me back. He sends, do you want to just partner instead? And I was like, yes, immediately yes. So that's how it kind of got started. And then from there, I mean, Danny was still in Tampa. He used to go to University of Tampa at the time. And I was home in South County. So I was able to kind of help while Danny wasn't there. And, I mean, he came home like 4 times and spent all that money to come help it get started, and we just kept on going from there.
Yeah. What was it like getting it open and going through everything?
Yeah, it was super surreal. Like, you do all this stuff, but like once it opened, it was like, oh, this is actually happening. So, I mean, we're still so young, but we're so driven and we're passionate about our product, and we know it's gonna work out because I do think we have like the best chicken sandwich. I really do.
I can't wait to dig in. You brought some I'm going to sample in just a minute, but first, tell me what you said. It's been about 4 months now?
Yeah, it's been 4 months. We had a very successful summer, and we're now trying to get all the URI students. So if you're in the area of Point Judith, we know a lot of you guys live out there. Come by. We're open till 10 p.m., so late night food, all that.
Yeah, that's great. I know you had the beach crowds in the summer. Now you got the URI students, a perfect place for you guys to be. And you said you always like to cook, Adam. So did you kind of come up with the different items on the menu?
Yeah, so, I mean, with Danny's help, of course, but I had some ideas of what we wanted to do. And at the time, I was renting a house in Charlestown, Rhode Island. So I had my own kitchen to myself where I can do whatever I wanted. And I had Danny come over a couple times, and we were able to kind of form these sandwiches. And then the biggest thing was the sauce that we made that night. Where we were just kind of just trying stuff out and everything. And from my Asian heritage, I knew I wanted to make a sweeter kind of smokier sauce instead of like a spicy, like savory sort of thing. So from that, I just put some honey with my favorite seasonings and then mixed it with mayo to really bind it all together. And then Daisy sauce happened, and we haven't changed it since.
Nice. Oh, my God. So you actually created the Daisy sauce. That's on your Daisy sandwich, right?
Yes, yeah. yes. It's been a really big hit with everybody. Like, people are saying, like, we should put it in jars and stuff. So hopefully in the future we can really label it and get it out just like how Chick-fil-A has with their sauces.
Nice. So how did you come up with the idea of that you wanted to do chicken?
So it's a funny story because me and Adam, like, I'm telling you, probably freshman, 8th grade year, like right when we got cars, like that was our way to get to like Warwick to go to Chick-fil-A, like all the way in Warwick from where we are. So there isn't any chicken sandwiches around where we live. So I just think the market was so open to, fried chicken, grilled chicken, all that. So when you realize there's no chicken sandwiches near, I try to bring it to Narragansett, bring it to South Kingstown. Yeah.
Yeah. And what's the secret to a good chicken sandwich?
I think it's got to do with the brioche bun. I mean, it's the buns and pickles are a big thing, but definitely we've mastered the crispiness to the chicken. So I think it's the base and then good toppings with it. That's how you get a good chicken sandwich.
Nice.
Yes.
And the sauce too, right?
Yeah, the sauce too. I mean, Danny could tell you this since day one. I've always said the best thing of the chicken sandwich, what makes a chicken sandwich, is the pickles that you put on the bottom, because it gives you that chicken sandwich kind of feel. So I think it makes it every time.
Yeah, that's awesome. And obviously the other half of it is chicken and ice cream. So tell us about the ice cream you have.
Yeah, shout out Warwick Ice Cream. I mean, they have a ton of different flavors. We have about 22 flavors of theirs, so a lot to choose from. Like they have a vegan flavor. They have crazy flavors like winter blizzard. New York cheesecake's a big hit as well. They'd ship it to us and drive it down actually.
Yeah.
And it's a big hit there too.
Yeah, it's great. They're come on Studio 10 a lot. Thomas, his son Chase, and they have great flavors of ice cream. It's great to be local too, right?
Yeah, well, that's actually when we went on our tour in the spring of the place, how I was really sold. Like, I mean, I loved going local, but we were still looking around a little bit. Is we went in there and they're making everything there in the factory, like from scratch. And then we started talking a little more, and I asked a question like, hey, where do you guys get like your ingredients, like your milk and everything? And he said Monroe Dairy, which if you're in Rhode Island, you know Monroe Dairy. And me and him grew up drinking Monroe Dairy every day. So that's when I was sold on it, basically. Like, this is the ultimate local spot that we need. Yeah.
And they're always, I mean, ice cream, people think of the summer, but they really, you can eat ice cream year round, and they always have like seasonal flavors and stuff, fall and holidays, so that's cool too.
Yeah, summer peach was a big one for the summertime, but I'm around here too. A lot of ice cream places shut down, but we're staying open. So if you're looking for some ice cream, even though it's getting a little cold, we got the spot. Yeah.
So tell us about the menu. The ice cream, is it cups, cones? How does it work?
Yeah, we have waffle cones, sugar, wafer, and then we got 3 sizes of our cups. And we got toppings. We got from Oreo crumble to sprinkles, chocolate sauce, caramel sauce. So we got a lot of stuff. And we got fries, mozzarella sticks, so food, everything with the chicken type of thing, and then we got the ice cream.
Yeah, so not just chicken sandwiches, but other chicken items and other things on the menu.
Yeah,
too.
so we also have kind of like your basic sides that you'd see anywhere at like a food shack. We have our chicken tenders, which actually they're so good you don't even need sauce for them. You can just eat them straight. And then we also have our fries, our shoestring fries, lightly salted. And then we have a bunch of sauces you can dip them into and everything. And then we have our onion rings, and we just newly added mozzarella sticks, which those are dangerous, especially when we're working, because good mozzarella stick is good.
Yeah, it's hard to resist.
Yeah, hard to resist.
Definitely. I know. Is it hard to like not eat everything when you're working?
At first it was, but then since we're working so much and we're smelling it all the time, it's basically the same thing as eating it. So it's kind of worked out. But I mean, this summer I think we could both say we gained a few pounds working there. It's really hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
It would be dangerous. I could never eat in a restaurant or a food place.
It's because we have that combo meal with the food then ice cream, so that's what a lot of people come. They come to get chicken sandwiches, then they're like, oh, we should get some dessert too. So for me, it's hard too, because after I get my sandwich, then that Warwick ice cream is too good.
Oh, I know. Oh, so you actually offer it as like a combo meal?
We don't offer it as a combo meal, but it's hard to resist once you get one.
Once you get one, you got to get
Yeah,
the
you
other.
got to get the other.
Exactly. So what's it like, you guys working together, being childhood best friends?
Yeah, we rarely argue. Like it's just like our friendship, just of business now. It's fun to be creative with him, and we've always been so like open to each other about just like, I don't know, criticism. We're good at taking it and stuff. So he's a beautiful partner. I'm so happy I chose him. So yeah.
You feel the same way?
I feel the same way. I mean, we've been friends for 10 years now. which that's kind of funny how our 10-year anniversary we end up
You
opening a restaurant together. So yeah, it's been amazing working with Danny. I mean, I couldn't say enough about his ambition to just get our business out to everybody so everyone can know us. Even when I don't even want to, he's always, like, even when he doesn't even want to, he's still out there like, yo, we need to post on Instagram and we need to post on Facebook. We need to do this, do that. And then, I mean, he set this interview up with you, and I was just like, yeah, all right, let's do it.
Let's do it, yeah. You guys have been friends, you said, for 10 years. Like, that's half your life. You guys are both 20 years old.
20, yeah.
And you actually, when you started, technically you were a teenager.
Yeah, I was 19 at the time, and luckily I can say that I was a teenage business owner, even though it was only like 2 months. But yeah, I turned 20 over the summer, and it was a fun day. It was really surreal that I was this young and doing it. And everyone tells me, they kind of look at me weird when I say, like, yeah, I own a restaurant. But it's like, I mean, we had one chance to do it, and we were like, we're young enough. Like, we're still young. We could do this. If it doesn't work out, doesn't work out. We have our whole life ahead of us.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
This is great.
Are you struggling to close deals? Cold outreach is wasting the time of both the buyer and seller at every stage, especially when sellers are using shallow and outdated data. Your organization can overcome these challenges with technology that translates comprehensive, high-quality buyer data into real-time insights. These deeper insights empower sales reps and teams to adopt the habits of top performers, which leads to better outcomes, like more pipeline, higher win rates, and larger deals. We call this deep sales. And we've built the first deep sales platform with the next generation of LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Right now, you can try LinkedIn Sales Navigator and get a 60-day free trial at linkedin.com/trial. That's linkedin.com/trial for a 60-day free trial. Let LinkedIn Sales Navigator help you sell like a superstar today. Just go to linkedin.com/trial and get started.
After investing billions to light up our network, T-Mobile is America's largest 5G network. Plus, right now, you can switch, keep your phone, and we'll pay it off up to $800. See how you can save on every plan versus Verizon and AT&T at T-Mobile.com/keep-and-switch.
Up to 4 lines via virtual prepaid card. Allow 15 days. Qualifying unlocked device credit service ported 90+ days with device and eligible carrier and timely redemption required. Card has no cash access and expires in 6 months.
Great, though. All right, I'm going to dig into some of the things you brought. So let's start. You said, I'm going to start with this one because you said this is kind of how the idea kind of started. What is this?
Yeah, well, I love chicken and waffles. I mean, in Florida, I had a lot of like biscuits and chicken, stuff like that. So I really wanted to bring in the waffles, and I think our waffles are really going to get that cinnamon taste with the waffles and a lot of bacon in there too.
Ooh, my favorite. Bacon, bacon, bacon. Dip it in some syrup.
Dip it in the syrup.
Take a big bite there. I like it. We're thinking about selling our waffles separately too because I really do like our waffles. Yeah.
You're so good, yeah.
Yeah, so we were able to make those from scratch. I mean, we kind of toyed with it a little bit. We weren't sure if we're going to put enough cinnamon or not, and then we found the perfect spot. It took us about a week of trial and error, but we got there. And then for syrup, we used like a 100% maple syrup, like stuff you would get from like Canada, basically, from the tree, from the real stuff. Because that was a huge thing. Like we both knew we really wanted it. We need the pure stuff, and it makes it that much better.
Yeah, well, when I do all my segments with Chef Frank Terranova, who used to be Johnson & Wales, and he'd been on Channel 10 for 20-plus years, and whenever he does anything with syrup, he says he always brings in, you've got to use the real syrup.
You got to use the real
maple.
stuff, real stuff.
If you're going to do it, you got to do it right. You know? So.
Tell us about what this sandwich is.
Yes, that's the chicken, the Chipotle BLT melt. It's a little bit of Chipotle sauce, and then it's your bacon, lettuce, and tomato, and you got pepper jack on it as well. It's a big one. It's a really good one.
Yeah, that sandwich, it's a lot to eat, but it's really good. You can't stop eating it.
All right, let's see. I can't stop eating anyway, so.
Yeah, the pickles in the bottom too. It's definitely low. You get all the taste on that one. Yeah.
The flavors are so good. Yeah, it's funny you said that, Adam, and I didn't really realize it until I'm eating this sandwich. Like The pickles really make.
Once you think of the pickle, you won't stop thinking of the pickles. Like it's every time I eat one now, whenever I'm putting one on and then I'll eat it myself, I'm like, this is perfect because of this pickle.
Yeah, this is great. And then this is your daisy sandwich.
We sold probably almost close to 2,000 now, but we sold 1,000 of those. Like that was the main one people like. They keep coming back for the daisy sandwich. Yeah.
So would you consider this like your original or your?
Yeah, definitely. This is our biggest one. Like, I mean, whenever we eat a sandwich, we always do daisy sandwich. The chicken waffle started it, and then we did a little better with the daisy. So that's our big one.
And remind me what's in this one.
So this one has also has bacon in it. It has pickle, lettuce, tomato, and then it has the daisy sauce on top, which, like I said, it's a little sweeter, kind of smokier taste. You can taste a little of the paprika for the smoke, and it's got tiny little bit of a bite with the. I like to put chili powder in it as well. So it is a little bit spicy, but it's enough.
Yeah, just a
tad.
Yeah, I smother mine with daisy. I love the daisy sauce on it.
The daisy sauce is so good. Oh my God. Now, do all your sandwiches have bacon on them? Because these all do.
These three do, but not all of them, for sure.
We also have a buffalo one that we don't have. I mean, you can add bacon to any sandwich. We're open to anything. Whatever you want to put on.
Yeah, if someone wants
we have it, we'll put it on. I've had people put ice cream on a sandwich, and I'm like, that's a little insane, but I'll do it, and they loved it.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I never thought about that.
There was one time where someone wanted maple walnut ice cream on the waffle one because the maple type of, and they said they loved it. But I agree with it. Like if you want something we have, we'll do it for you. You know what I mean?
Well, my mantra is always bacon on everything. I'm glad you guys brought in all bacon ones.
It's hard not to put bacon on everything, on every sandwich, because it's just like it would make it that much better, but at the same time, it doesn't really go well with a buffalo sauce. So so we kind of I think around half of our sandwiches have bacon on them,
probably half,
and then other half without.
Nice, So when people come in, kind of what's the atmosphere there?
Yeah, so it's an outdoor seating. Everything's to-go style. So they come in, they order. It's usually our sandwiches are done in about 6-7 minutes. So it's a quick thing, and then they usually love to sit down, join. We have music outside too, and it's a good seating. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can kind of just get your food and sit down, or you can take it to go. Obviously.
Yeah. We love even when we're there, like. When there's not too much busy and we're not doing anything, we'll just sit outside too at the picnic tables and just hang out there instead of being inside, which we don't get to do a lot because we're inside doing all the cooking. But it's a beautiful place. We have a nice lawn in the back too. We have cornhole and stuff like that. We're getting spike ball going, and we have all these games. So then we want it to feel like you're welcome to stay.
Yeah, that was a big thing of like Daisy. Like I love how welcoming it is. I love when people bring their dogs. We always give out free pup cups to any dogs who come by, and that's the whole motto of it. I love when people stay and eat. I love bringing the food to them. So it's good when people like to stay and enjoy the atmosphere because that's what it's all about.
Nice, yeah. So when people order, you bring it out to them where they're seated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean if it's not crazy busy, but I love bringing it out to them where they're sitting, and I love when they stay too. It's good.
Do you take orders ahead of time, or do you pretty much have to just come show up?
Yeah, so we have people can call in and we'll put it in order, and then when they come in, they can settle up with us, and then the chicken will be ready right away. But sometimes that could be a little difficult because we'll have people there ordering, but then we have people not here ordering. We give them a little buffer, about like 15 minutes or so to come in. And then we also just recently, about a month ago-ish, we have our DoorDash and Uber Eats for down the lot with all the URI students. So people can order through there and get it delivered instead.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. Everyone wants their convenience these days and comfort, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we're very well efficient with our getting the stuff out, and Uber Eats and DoorDash has been really good too. So that's good.
That's awesome. You ever get sick of eating chicken?
I don't. I mean, I put the daisy sauce on it, and it's like the first time every time. Yeah.
Now, do you do any of the cooking? Now, I know Adam said he's kind of...
Yeah, we both do the cooking. Yeah, it's I like cooking. I actually love it now. I mean, Adam's he's gonna be a chef one day. I'll tell you that. Now. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, you are a chef now.
Yeah,
right?
I'm a chef now,
chef.
but
I know what you're saying.
yeah, but I've always loved cooking, and especially with opening this, I've really found my love for it. Where there's no better feeling. I think Danny can attest to this. There's no better feeling of making something, and they eat it, and then they take their time to come back to the window and be like, "That was amazing." Like, I'm definitely gonna come back. It really just, it's very euphoric to me to be doing this as a job.
Yeah.
Every day.
And something you love doing.
Yeah, and we're in Narragansett, Rhode Island. What better place is that?
Exactly. Yeah, remind folks again where you are and how they can find you in person and also online.
Yeah, 106 Point Judith Road, Narragansett. And we're on all socials, Facebook and Instagram at daisies.narragansett. So catch us on that.
All right. Danny, thank you so much. Adam, thank you so much. Definitely check out Daisy's Chicken and Ice Cream in Narragansett. They'll make you go, mmm.